So let's look at it. How Ahsoka Tano has evolved and matured. We're going to look at that now, but not in a full aspect. Instead, we're going to focus in on how she turned down the child, or Grogu, as her Padawan. As a student, she could teach the ways of the Force. So what I wanted to dig into here for my first video was some of the heart of Chapter 13's characters. I wanted to dig into Ahsoka first, and then a little into Grogu. First, I do have to say, Rosario Dawson was the right call by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to capture where Ahsoka would be at this point in her life. She really helped portray the maturity and experience that Ahsoka would have gone through by this point. And keep in mind, this is 5+ years after the fall of the Galactic Empire. I mean, just look at her story, from her roots as a youngling Padawan in the Clone Wars, to her adventures with Anakin, Captain Rex, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, all the way to her surviving Order 66 and beyond. Then we jump forward and we find her under the Fulcrum codename in Star Wars Rebels, as she helps the Rebel cells merge into a true alliance, a time frame where she also comes to learn and see the fate of her old master, Anakin Skywalker. She unfortunately learns that he became Vader, the Sith Lord responsible for so much death and destruction in the galaxy, even the destruction of the old Jedi Order. Now, they don't dive into it too much in Rebels, but I imagine this was a major turning point for her. Not in a common way either, but in a maturity way, in a realization way. The Jedi Knight she learned so much from, a man she considered a brother and a mentor. Anakin was a man she felt in her heart could do no wrong. And yes, I know Maul told her as much at the end of the Clone Wars arc, but she rebuked it. I mean, she even felt Vader reach out to her in an early Rebels dogfight, if you go back and watch Season 2, I believe. However, I don't think it caught on then. So jump ahead to Star Wars Rebels Twilight of the Apprentice, and her seeing Anakin's face beneath the shattered mask of Vader was what really did it for her. So look back on this. Ahsoka served through the Clone Wars at the Jedi Temple until she was banished. That's after giving her all to the Jedi Order, after naught but the highest dedication and service to the Council and their ways. Then you have the time of her banishment, the betrayal by the clones, and then the realization that Vader was none other but than Anakin Skywalker. And I do realize that we don't have many other Jedi to look back on to compare to when it comes to surviving Order 66. Yes, we have Cal Kestis as a Padawan, but then aside from that, I suppose we do have Kenobi, and we'll see how he dealt with the survival and learning about Anakin later in the Kenobi show. Until then, we have Ahsoka. It's clear that these experiences of her life, they've come to change her. Yet through it, she still has her charm, she has her charisma, she hasn't fully lost herself. This is showed by some of her gestures, her mannerisms, and especially her words. But then again, it also becomes clear that she has changed in ways. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I was expecting her to take on the child, now Grogu, as her potential student. To me, it just felt right, and it seemed logical. But the betrayal of Anakin seems to be rooted so deeply in her heart, a dark spot. To her, I mean, it shattered a bit of her faith in who can be trained, when they can be trained, and why they should or shouldn't be. Just because of Force sensitive, that's not good enough. You have to have more reason than that. They can't have many connections. After all, that is what turned her away from wanting to train Grogu. It was clear to Ahsoka, in all of her wisdom, that Grogu has developed a strong bond to the Mandalorian, that all of their time together has left Grogu to see Din as a father figure. And as we know, attachments can be dangerous to a Jedi. That is what Ahsoka knows too, using it as her reason to turn away any hopes of her training Grogu in the ways of the Jedi and the Force. After learning the truth about Anakin, she may even have fear of those with strong bonds being trained by the Jedi. This is something that I believe Ahsoka in the time of Rebels, just before she learned the identity of Darth Vader, wouldn't have turned down. Training Grogu, I mean. She was one with the Force, and she trusted in it, even if it was no oath-bound Jedi that she was. That is the type of person Grogu needs. He needed who Ahsoka was, not who she is now. But at least she pointed him on the right path. It was doubt and concern that was casted on her since, so she sends Grogu to the ancient Jedi planet of Tython, a name you may remember like me from Star Wars The Old Republic, a place the Jedi retreated to after the Sith sacked the Jedi Temple on Coruscant in Legends, a place they went to rebuild and grow strong again for the Republic to be the peacekeepers of the galaxy. A place with even deeper history, a place where many races came together somehow, by coincidence or by a stronger force, to embrace the strong force energy of the planet and form the Jedi Order. With this, Tython is where Grogu will go, and it's on top of the Seeing Stone that he can reach out in the Force and choose his own fate. A Jedi may come, or perhaps even a Dark Jedi. We'll see as the season continues on. But this was the quest Ahsoka put Grogu on. She may not have faith in herself being able to train him due to what she's seen and what she knows about attachment, but she doesn't cast a single doubt on the other surviving Jedi, those few who are left anyways. What do you think is coming if Grogu and Din make it to the Seeing Stone? I'll admit, I have my own theories, but I'm curious to hear yours. Do you think the Moff will meet up with them on the ruins of the old Jedi Temple and hash it out to get the asset back? Or do you think we may see the return of a Jedi like Cal Kestis, Luke Skywalker, or maybe even Mace Windu? Heck, we do have to remember, this is The Mandalorian, a show that's good at keeping us surprised in the tail ends of each episode. Perhaps something from the far left field could even show, but either way, I do know I'm excited for it. Thanks for checking out this video. As you can see, this is a brand new Star Wars channel. This is video number 1. With that, more videos are on the way, so please give a like or subscribe if you enjoyed what you just watched or listened to. More content will be coming sooner and on the regular. Star Wars is something that has a special place in my heart since I was a kid, through the movies, through Star Wars Galaxies, through other games as well, but mostly through the films, the place we all first connected with it. It's a passion that I want to share with other Star Wars fans, that I want to share with you. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's start making conversations and enjoying Star Wars. Signing off, and do remember, may the Force be with you.